Here is my intro theme, if I had one, but I don't. It's MTV! We're taking a break from house cleaning to bring you another in our series of deep dive videos. This time it's 10 Motherlode. Now, you know the format with these. We speed up the boring bits, we slow down for the interesting bits, and we talk about what's working for us, what's not working for us, as we're charging through and attempting to get our Keystone Conqueror for Season 3. Now, this week, of course, it is Tyrannical, Bursting and Necrotic on Beguiling. That means that the routes are a little bit different, but it does mean that we're doing smaller pools to try and compensate for the bursting packs. And of course, as always, we come fully prepared and with a full knowledge of exactly what we're getting ourselves in for, as demonstrated well by Sierra.
Fortified or Tyrannical?
Tyrannical.
Now, our usual strats for the emissaries is Sierra picks up Tides and Vampy knocks back Enchanteds. But, of course, if I fail to actually control the mobs and Vampy gets obliterated, well...
Wow! What the hell? I'll get her.
Yeah, not my finest moment there, but that's okay. It did give us a second to figure out just what the hell happened to Vampy.
Yes, her face. Jokes.
Now, of course, one of the things about bursting is you want to try and minimise your trash pools to try and not have a billion stacks stack up. We know how all of the mobs in here interact, and of course we don't have any problems with that. Yeah.
I don't think... Do the yellow mobs do explosive?
I honestly don't know.
Guess we'll find out now.
Now, of course, another thing to keep in mind is that it is necrotic, and that means that the tank is building up stacks of a dot that's going to eventually kill them and stop all healing. This means sometimes I get shouted at.
Vampy heals!
Get in the circle.
And that's usually because I flat out don't know our healer's mechanics, even though I've been playing with Penny for 3 years-ish.
It's actually slightly different to that. It equalises everybody's health. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh. That's kind of cool.
Which is why the moment you entered it, your health went from 10% to 80%.
Oh. Now, our usual route through here involves coming down the left side of the hallway at the start, come down, do this single trash pack next to the hut, use ring, punt the mob away from the mech, and then hopefully I don't die.
Run away empty. You're at 35 stacks.
Yep. That was
Stop.
Now, the stop calls there are because, of course, bursting's got up to like 4 stacks. With the changes to bursting, a 4 stack of bursting is manageable. A 5 stack is probably going to kill you, and a 6 stack is just about guaranteed to kill you without using major cooldowns. Now, of course, we see through here Sierra remembering exactly what the emissaries do again.
Enchanted with a hired assassin. I'm going to pull her over to where I am.
Enchanted is the knockback.
I just knock it back,
isn't it? That's right.
So,
alright, grab him.
Now, for those of you that follow the channel, you'd know that we actually did this on the same week. Earlier in the week, with the irregular crew, it wasn't the best run in the world, let's put it that way. Oh, man. We are here 5 minutes earlier than we were on Thursday.
Fucking Christ.
Now, this boss is pretty straightforward as long as you got enough DPS. As long as people are paying attention, managing the bombs correctly, you can get it down real quick, which is nice. And of course, it gives an opportunity for some DPS to really show off their skills and enhance their EP.
Can talk about big dick. Jesus Christ, 61k. That's ridiculous. Fuck it, I managed that.
Now, obviously, Void Emissary on the left here, a little bit tight, we hug the right. This is our normal route anyway, so it doesn't actually change anything for us. Then we get an Enchanted Emissary on top of the little hillock, and Vampy can deal with that.
This is a knockback.
I'll knock her up.
Sure you will.
Now, again, one of the critical things about bursting, nice controlled, steady pulls, keeping your DPS momentum going without actually stopping and pausing all the time. I actually had some really interesting luck with pulls coming up the hill here. Oh, I can paralyze them. Okay, I'll do that next time. Or I can pull them by themselves, which is absolutely fantastic, and I mean, it's a brilliant way of doing it. There's just one tiny little problem.
I don't even know how you did it.
Fucked if I know. Yeah, I had to insert that because the mic cut the audio badly. Coming up this hallway, One of the things that really screws us over normally is the necrotic stacks building on the tank a bit quickly. Thanks to these videos and thanks to people's feedback, I've been working really hard on learning Transcendence recently. Oh yeah, Transcendence. And being able to actually zap back and run away from mobs and run back in is brilliant. It does take a little bit more time to plan out. Now, our Tectonic mate here, really easy fight again, just don't stand in the cleaves and cones, and make sure you're running away from the ads and kiting, otherwise you're going to end up very, very, very dead. We smash him pretty easily and then move straight down the bottom.
Let's be real careful moving through this area.
Now, this has historically been the area where we're going to fuck this up if we're going to, and...
Oi. Tide? I'll get the tide.
Yep, today was absolutely no exception. Pulling the mastermind, managed to pull the group right next to it because I just wasn't patient enough. Patience, patience, patience is key. Slow is fast. This nearly wiped us. Thanks to the incredible skills of Penny, we managed to not die, but of course Penny now has no mana. Some more careful pulls, and... Why didn't that last test subject pull? Our normal route through here is to go onto this particular hill and then make a beeline directly for the hut. If you can see where I've put the moon icon up there, we can skip most of the trash in this area. And judicious use of ring and Sierra handling the tides helped us out here too.
Should be enough. Oops.
There you go, you can keep her. Now, ironically, this is the pack and the next pack where we often screw this Motherlode run up because it is such a narrow corridor to work through. So trying to use some CC and actually manage it is really important. But then we get things like this with purple balls. God, those purple balls made me shit myself.
Yeah. As soon as it went
The
out,
hell
I'm
is
like,
that?
man, I hope it doesn't pull.
But yeah, word to the wise, make sure you know what the hell your trinkets are doing and whether they can or can't pull mobs that are in combat. We got really lucky that time. But thankfully we smashed it and that let us move straight into the next boss. We're doing pretty well, so I got a bit enthusiastic.
Nice count.
Sorry.
Yeah, real good count.
That was an amazing count. Hang on, 3, 2...
Your lag is terrible, man.
Again, another easy boss. Just make sure that you're actually getting the shit on the ground moved to the outside pools whenever you get the Azurite cleanup happening. And it's straightforward enough. It's just a tank and spank. Moving up through here, this is my favourite trash in the whole instance, and I actually don't mind that we backload a lot of the trash here because it gives us time to catch up. We're actually doing so well here, we even get a bit of time to see if we can tool around. I wonder if I can punt the Enchanted off the cliff edge.
Nope.
No, damn it. Vampy can though. Fucking gone! That's gone and dealt with all the emissaries in the dungeon and left us with a pretty damn good trash can actually. So that extra pack that we pulled in the third boss's trash room actually ended up working out pretty well for us. Through clearing all this trash here, we haven't had to pull anything extra. We've ended up with a nice clean trash run and 100% trash. Beautiful.
Spot on.
3 minutes for 2 chests.
Cool, let's do it.
Let's not fuck it up.
Sierra giving us our Captain America style pep talk there. As it happens though, 3 minutes is a pretty good time to do this boss, and as long as we don't have any fuck ups, we're pretty good.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know. That was all sorts of fucked.
I like graphical glitches where the boss doesn't actually turn, but the ability keeps moving around. Stuff like that. You know, can't imagine anything going wrong here. Penny also has a habit of dying on this boss, which miraculously he managed not to. Hit me!
We got 58 seconds.
Well, hero and
Hero.
burn. And of course that means that we've given it our absolute best shot. Now, this boss is again straightforward as long as everybody plays the mechanics, but it can be the absolute group killer in here. I've seen groups wipe 3-4 times to this boss burning keys. Nice!
Very nice.
We, however, did not. And so that means that Motherlode became our second team completed for the season at a +2 level, leaving us with a +12 Toldagor to go have a shot at. Our next video will be the 10 Atal Dazar that we talked about in the last MTV weekly recap, but until next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next reset. Now, our next video will be a